Hi, this is Jen Francis, your nutrition instructor. Some students have had some questions about what the final project should look like, so I thought I'd do a short demonstration to show you everything you need to know. Let's clear off some workspace here. You guys don't need to see that. Okay. This is what your final project should look like. The instructions for completing the project are on page 77 of your workbook. If some of you have an older version of the workshop, it might be on a slightly different page, but it will look like this with this gray instruction box on the top. If you read the instructions in this gray box, you will find that this sheet should be affixed to the front outside cover of your project. Your profile should be on the inside front cover of your project, and if there's more than one page, staple at the top so I can just sort of page through this. Okay? On the outside, the inside back cover, you should have your bar graph, and on the outside back cover you should have your food guide pyramid, your macronutrient ranges, and your fat breakdown worksheets. For all of these printouts, you should be checking that you used 3-day averages. It'll say 3-day average up on the top. Okay? If I see that you only used 1 day, I will deduct points. On the inside of your project folder, there should be 2 packets. The one packet will be the worksheets from your workbook. Okay, the personal and assessment cover sheet on the front is a repeat of your hypothesis statements. The rest of everything inside, as you will see, are the workbook pages that were assigned. The second packet that should be inside your folder is your essays. Some of you have 3 questions for your essays, and some of you have 4. Whichever version of the lab book you have, just answer that number of questions, 3 or 4. This should be 3 to 4 pages typed, double spaced, stapled together in this packet. Those all go inside your project folder. One question some students have had is on the heart disease risk and bone health risk assignments. Both of these assignments ask you to go to the doctor's office. Obviously, you don't need to do that. Only do the parts of the assignment that do not require a visit to the doctor's office. For example, on the heart risk, you only need to do instructions part B, which covers a couple pages, up to page 91. Do part B. For the bone health risk, you only need to do parts B, C, and D. These instructions are online for those lab assignments, but just some people have double-checked, and that's important to know. You do not need to go to the doctor's office. Okay, so that's what your project should look like. It needs to come to me in the U.S. mail. If you look on the due date calendar, you will see the due date that says mail your project. Mail it then, so it gets to me by the due date. A lot of students ask, if I have it postmarked by the due date, is that on time? The answer is no. It must arrive at my house in Western Massachusetts by the due date, so mail it plenty early. I do not have an office on campus or a mailbox on campus, so you need to mail it through the U.S. mail. As always, I want you all to do well, so make sure that you email me or call if you have any questions, and I'll help you out. Study hard, everybody. Thanks.